The concept of midi-chlorians were introduced to a galaxy far, far away in Star Wars, Episode I, The Phantom Menace, when Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn instructed his Padawan, Obi-Wan Kenobi, to analyze a blood sample drawn from a young Anakin Skywalker, a slave boy from desert planet Tatooine. The reading is off the chart, Obi-Wan said of Anakin's midi-chlorian count. Over 20,000. Even Master Yoda doesn't have a midi-chlorian count that high. No Jedi has, Qui-Gon said, concerned at the discovery. Later, Qui-Gon informed Anakin that midi-chlorians are a microscopic life form that resides within all living cells, and that living beings are symbionts with them. Life forms living together for mutual advantage, Qui-Gon explained. Without the midi-chlorians, life cannot exist. And we would have no knowledge of the Force. They continually speak to us, telling us the will of the Force. When you learn to quiet your mind, you'll hear them speaking to you. The scientific exposition stood in direct contrast to the simpler and more spiritual explanation offered by an older Obi-Wan to a wide-eyed Luke Skywalker in A New Hope, where the aged wizard described the ancient aura. The Force is what gives a Jedi his power, Obi-Wan explained. It's an energy field, created by all living things. It surrounds us, and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together. As reasoned by the Phantom Menace, the Force effectively communicated through midi-chlorians, allowing certain sensitive individuals to tap into the Force. Measuring the quantity of midi-chlorians in the cells determined a being's Force potential, or the strength of the connection between that being and the Force, meaning it essentially erased the belief in the original trilogy that anyone could become a Jedi, or at least Force-sensitive. As the prequel trilogy would tell it, potential Force users could be ruled out with a blood test. If you aren't born with a number of midi-chlorians in your blood, you can tap into the Force. Star Wars: The Last Jedi forgoes this idea completely, instead returning to the metaphysical interpretation of the Force. Jedi-to-be Rey turns to a grizzled Luke Skywalker to teach her the ways of the Force, an undertaking he begrudgingly accepts, teaching the budding Jedi 3 lessons. Luke's teachings are more in line with those of his teachers Obi-Wan and Yoda, with Luke stressing the intangible nature of the Force, encouraging the already highly sensitive Rey to reach out and feel the Force around her. The Last Jedi takes a direct stance against the predetermined nature of the midi-chlorians, especially with its ending where spoilers Temiri Blag, a young stable boy, exhibits Force abilities. Luke and Leia are the offspring of Anakin Skywalker, who had the highest ever recorded amount of midi-chlorians in the galaxy, but The Last Jedi tells you it's not in the blood. A Jedi, or at least someone exhibiting Force abilities, can come from anywhere, whether you're a simple stable boy or the daughter of nobody special. The Last Jedi doesn't erase midi-chlorians, they are still canon, after all, but the concept of the microscopic life forms and their place in the Force is actively ignored in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, effectively retconning what was an unnecessary attempt to explain something that had been sufficiently understood since 1977. Star Wars: The Last Jedi is now playing.